and welcome to episode 11 of the Hughes Musings podcast. My name is John.
And I'm Carol.
And we are the Hugheses, and this is Hughes Musings. And this week we've got lots to talk about, not quite what we scheduled last time.
Sorry to interrupt your scheduled programming.
Just because life gets in the way.
Yeah, the plan was to record my family, but just, I went up to visit them and John wasn't with me and I need him to help me.
And then we went out on Sunday
and,
instead of sitting in and just recording podcast things. We actually went and lived life.
Boop, boop.
So, yeah, a little change to what we were planning. So this week we are going to be talking because we are a week away from our festive season.
Christmas.
That's the one. So we're going to be talking about Christmas and what we've been up to this week. Plus we've got pretty much all the segments in this week.
Yeah, the full shebang.
A little bit of something for everything. So yeah, I'm a little bit croaky. I seem to have developed a bit of a sore throat today. So I'm a little bit deeper.
A little bit husky. And
huskier than usual. So sorry about that, guys. But Carol, how's your week been?
Yeah, my week's been good, but busy.
Right.
See, because we filmed this on a Tuesday, I'm trying to remember what's it, starting from last Tuesday.
The filming that we do, yeah.
The recording that we do. Yes, John. Be pedantic about it. So yes, we record this on a Tuesday. So I'm week only started yesterday.
Yeah.
All going good so far. But last week I was on the earlies. Which just destroy me because I cannot go to bed early. I'm a person who hates going to bed and hates getting out of bed.
Yeah. We're both cursed in that way, aren't we? We're not good at going to bed at a routine time.
No.
And then having to wake up because we just,
Yeah, so realistically, to get 8 hours sleep, I should be going to bed at 9:30. And I don't think I made it to bed before 11 once.
Right.
So I was just getting more and more tired as the week went on. And I was finishing at 4 and coming home and, doing things about the house, like doing a washing or cooking a meal or doing some crocheting or whatever.
That's the point, actually. You did a lot of home things this week, which we will sort of touch upon because you did quite a lot of cooking and baking as well. So, but I noticed that I think because there's quite a bit of time before I get home.
Yes, I don't want to sit down because if I sit down, I'll fall asleep.
So you want to fill your time.
Yeah.
So I came home and a couple of times last week and you were mid, making things and doing things.
So that is always hard. Just because our routines are so different when I'm on an early. And it's hard getting up by yourself and getting dressed in the dark and looking around with my flashlight trying to find my pants. It's
it's not good when one of us has to get up loads earlier than the other because we don't switch the light on or anything. Yeah, we literally walk out with your phone light on.
Yeah.
Trying to search for the clothes and things that you need. Yeah.
Yeah, I really should look them out the day before.
Yeah, but we're not that prepared. We're just not those people. We should do all these things, but we just don't live like that. We're not the organised people that we aspire to be.
And then Thursday night, I went to Swimming World.
Yeah.
And a class I'm in is getting quieter and quieter because obviously it's a new consultant and also it's a new location, and the closer it gets to Christmas, the quieter it gets. Yeah. So it's a bit awkward sometimes, quiet. We try and have a bit of a laugh, but the consultant, she's brand new, so it's still it's hard to kind of draw that banter out of her because she's very much this is what I'm supposed to say.
I've noticed you've been home a little bit earlier the last few weeks, just obviously because there's not that many people there, so there's not that many weigh-ins and there's not as long a chat. And I've noticed that you've been home a solid half an hour earlier from that each week so far.
I know that January and February will be mobbed though because everyone will be like, oh, Christmas is done, back on it. Or I started in January.
You did?
When I started my Swim World. So
wow, can you imagine that's 2 years ago now?
And I'm still not at my bloody target. Do you know, my first year, I was £2 away from my target at Christmas time. And now I'm £5 away. So within a year, I've gained £3.
But I mean, that's not bad.
No, I'm like in a way I've like kept it off. If you know what I mean, like
yeah, exactly.
I did drop the weight quite quickly. Obviously, the amount of weight I dropped within 11 months was really good. But since then, I've been paying every bloody week, and I've gained 3 pounds.
But the thing is, what has happened this year as opposed to the year before is that it's not necessarily been about losing weight. It's about like building a sustainable lifestyle that you're happy to live.
Yeah, like I never feel that I'm missing out. Like we tend to do Slimming World like a Monday to Friday kind of thing. And at the weekend, like I will make better decisions or lower my portions or, you know, when we're out, I'll maybe not have a pudding or, you know, something like that. Whereas before I'd have starter, main, side, pudding, coffee. Yeah. Like every time, whereas now I'll miss one or whatever, make better choices. So I'm glad I've not piled it all back on, because that's something you hear as soon as you say to someone, I'm on some road, as soon as you come off it, you'll put it all back on again. But
yeah, that's the thing, you've not really come off, and like I said, I feel like even if you weren't still going to the meetings, you've built a life that's sustainable now.
Yeah,
like you've built a lifestyle that you're happy to sort of follow through. You don't feel like you're dieting anymore. Yeah. You feel like that's just the life you live. And then the meetings, I think, have become as much a social thing as they have for Slimming World.
Yeah, I've got like my Slimming World friends, haven't I? And I like, see them out and about and chat to them and stuff. But they're slowly dwindling away and going to different places and stuff like that. So it's sad.
I guess it's inevitable though.
Yeah.
Because people get used to like one consultant, and then when another one comes in, it can be difficult. And then, as you said, at the time of year as well.
Yeah. Or people reach their target and then leave.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they don't need to come back. They don't need to lose weight. I'm probably the longest member ever, you know, who's still there. I'm like part of the bricks there now. But it's quite good. Like a lot of people look to me for advice, and I'm quite different from a lot of the people at Slimming World, because a lot of people at Slimming World will cook the same things, cook Slimming World meals over and over again. But we try exciting things. Like I've learned how to make katsu curry Slimming World style. Like I've learned how to make square sausage Slimming World style. It's about like we are adventurous in that way. Yeah. That we will try and live like a normal life. Yeah. But Slimming World, where people like cut out carbs or cut out milk and cut out cheese. Like we have cheese omelets, we have pizza, we have Weight Watchers pizza. Yeah. We have cheeseburger pasta. Like it's all about you know, being adventurous and trying new things.
We do a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that. Like, my whole goal of shifting weight to shift some weight, that's kind of been put on the back burner for a little bit.
It's a time of year, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm not making New Year's resolutions. But
no, you're not.
Once we get the festive period over and we get into next month, then I'm going to have to start picking up and sort of, like... Yeah. Schedule myself a lot more.
I think it's hard though when it's cold and the mornings are dark, the nights are dark. Yeah. Like it just feels harder to do anything.
See, that's the thing. That's why I think I've got to schedule myself. Like if I put it up on the calendar of this is John's gym time, then I have to go to the gym in my head. It's on the calendar. I've got to go and do it.
Yeah. It's scheduled in.
That's my plan for next month.
Next year.
Not New Year's resolution.
But then at the weekend, we had a good weekend, didn't we? Saturday, I met with an old friend.
You did, yeah. You said you had a lovely brunch, which was nice.
Breakfast brunch, yeah. We met at 10, so...
That's brunch.
That's brunch,
It's late enough to not quite still be breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, I skipped lunch after it.
Yeah, so...
I didn't eat till dinner time.
There you go, bada bing, brunch.
Yeah, so it's quite good. Like, so me and this girl, we used to be friends in high school. Like, we were quite close, that kind of age range. And, like, my boyfriend was her boyfriend's best friend. And, you know, we kind of hung out all the time and stuff. And then me and my boyfriend broke up. Her and her boyfriend broke up. And we kind of still stayed friends for a wee bit. And then we just kind of drifted apart. And then I travelled. And
I was going to say, you ran away for a while. So
yeah. So, back. We meet. This is the second time I've met her. So it's like once a month since we started talking again. And it's lovely. It's so nice that when we meet up, it's just like we've seen each other yesterday and we chat. There's no like awkward silences and catching up. And you know, she's got her partner and I've got my husband. So we like talk about
who's that?
Our men. It's funny. Her partner is called Hugh, which I always find so funny because I'm like, Mrs. Hughes.
Wouldn't it be even better if his name was Hugh Johns?
Hugh Johns. I don't actually know his second name. I need to find out. Yeah.
Oh, that'd just be the best.
Yeah. So it's nice to like hear her like be successful in her job and you know, have a steady relationship, which is always a bonus. Yeah. And then I finished my Christmas shopping.
Me too.
Well, not finished. I always feel like, oh, I need to get one more thing for this person. I can't stop.
It's that thing, like, I've heard loads of people say of like, oh, you can just keep buying.
Yeah, I could.
But I think, without breaking the bank, we're
done.
We're done.
Yeah. Although, see, for you, like, obviously because I've got your presents hidden, like, I don't quite know what it looks like altogether.
I am completely out of kilter. I've hidden things to make sure you don't find them that I've forgotten where they are.
Oh, no.
So my plan for maybe tomorrow, depending on how I feel, if not Thursday, is to hunt them out.
Get everything out.
And get everything ready.
That's my plan on Saturday. I'm going to get everything out. I'm going to look at it because I am all about quantity. Like, I feel that you should unwrap, 20 presents and not just like one. Yeah. But the thing is, this year you've asked for some pretty expensive stuff. So
I have.
You are going to have your stocking, obviously, because we always do stockings. And then some other wee bits.
That's the thing. So, like, I wouldn't expect. I don't expect the things that I asked for.
No,
like, but
these are just like a wish list.
I don't. Yeah. Like you asked me what I was looking at, and I was like, I don't really know. I haven't really been looking at anything. But in my other time, not thinking about Christmas, these are the couple of things that I was thinking about getting. Yeah. At some point when I can, but. If I did get those, I wouldn't expect anything else. Yeah. Like, if I wouldn't expect, like, with me, it's not even about quality, it's not about quantity, it's all about the surprise. Yeah. That's something of my favourite bit of Christmas and gifts and all that sort of stuff. Surprise. I don't care what it is, as long as I don't know what it is before I open it.
Because most of John's presents are hidden in this cupboard right next to me. And I've told John they're all in there. Yeah. Don't go in there. And I know he will not go in there. Nope. Because the unwrapping and getting a surprise is so magical to him that he would never ruin it by looking in the cupboard.
You could put them in a box, put them in the middle of the living room, in the middle of the living room, and say your Christmas presents in there. Don't open that box, and I'd be like, yeah, okay. I wouldn't open the box. Yeah. It could sit in front of me constantly.
Like, my Advent is in a bag. Yeah. And I've not looked at it once.
No, and that's sat in the living room. And then there's another present of yours that I can see just up there.
Which I know it's there.
Which is wrapped in 2 plastic bags because I couldn't fit it in one bag. And I know for a fact you haven't touched that because that hasn't moved.
Because I won't, because I'm like you. Like,
it's the best bit.
The joy of unwrapping it is better than peeking in the bag.
Definitely.
Although as a child, I definitely did peek in the bags.
As a child, it's different. Yeah. I think I realised the wonder of a surprise as I got older.
Yeah. And then after my Christmas shopping, I went to visit my nephews who were round at my parents' house. My mum was babysitting them. Is it babysitting when it's your own grandchildren? She was looking after them.
What else? What else would you call it? You wouldn't call it like child minding because that's weird. She was
grandchild sitting.
Yeah, she was looking after the boys.
So it was so nice to go and see them. And I rang the doorbell and I opened the door and they were upstairs playing because my old bedroom is now the playroom. So it's got like toys everywhere and a wee table and all that kind of stuff. So I rang the doorbell, I opened the door and I went in and I was like, hello! And then Matthew, my youngest nephew, he's 3. He was upstairs and he was like, Auntie Carol! And he went to go down the stairs, but see, 'cause it's only 3, you can only go down like 1 stair at a time. So it's like left foot, right foot on the same stair, left foot, right foot on the same stair. So all the way down, he was just like, step, 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 step. Like, so excited to come and see me, but it was just so slow. It was just so funny. And then he ran into my arms and it was just magical. And then my eldest nephew, he was upstairs. He is 6. He's going to be 7 next month. And he was like, Auntie Carol, why did it take you so long to get here? I want to paint. I was like, all right, sorry.
Yeah, he's probably been told like for like the whole hour or something before that. No, you have to wait for Carol.
No, apparently, like, so I'd only said like I might pop round because I wasn't sure how long I was going to be shopping. Right. And apparently, like 2 minutes before I got there, he was like, "Can I paint with Auntie Carol?" And Mum's like, "I don't even know if Auntie Carol's coming." And then I rang the doorbell.
Right. Okay.
So it was just like, Ta-da!
Nice. Excellent.
Right. And then Sunday we had a nice double date.
Yeah,
with my
we
parents.
did with the in-laws. My in-laws, anyway.
Yeah, my not my in-laws.
Your actual parents.
My actual parents.
Actual parents who were going to come and interview.
Yes, we're coming for you.
Coming to get you.
So we went to the World Buffet, which has just opened up.
Yeah, in the EK Centre, yeah.
What's your thoughts, babe?
It was okay.
Yeah,
and that's about the strongest review I can give it.
Mm-hmm.
Of like, it's a world buffet, so it's going to be all right.
Mm.
The seats were comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel too crammed, because sometimes when you're in a world buffet, it was busy, but it didn't feel like you couldn't get around, because sometimes they try and pack the seats in. It doesn't work in a world buffet, because you have to get up and down and move around and grab your plates and grab your food and all that sort of stuff. So it didn't feel cramped. So there's the positives. The food was hit and miss.
Yeah.
Some of the things were excellent. Some of the things were god awful.
Some of the things were in the middle.
Some of the things were in the middle. It was a level. It was all right. It was okay. The service was lacking slightly.
But it's World Buffet, you know.
Lots of people. A lot of people. You feel
they were so eager to take our plates. You finished,
they were so eager to do certain things, and they're not picking up on other things, and it was like, okay. So you feel like in a few months, like that amount of staff will probably whittle down slightly to people who are actually good at that job.
Yeah.
So the service was not great. And then there was one like waiter or something, and he was just so overeager. Like he asked me a question, like while I was getting stuff from the buffet thing, and he was like, "Oh, what do you think of this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's okay, it's not bad, you know." And then, like in front of me, he relayed that to the chef. And I was like, it doesn't really matter, mate. I just got asked the question and I just gave my honest opinion.
Yeah.
It's my opinion. It doesn't mean that's for everybody. And I just felt so awkward.
Oh, man.
And it's quite rare for me to feel awkward. I'm quite a ballsy person.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, you really shouldn't do that. And even the chef like pulled the guy afterwards and was like, don't do that to customers. And you could tell he wasn't doing it just for him.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So that was a bit awkward. That kind of put me off a bit and kind of, so, and then price-wise, I'm like, it was relatively expensive.
Yeah, I thought it was quite, for where it is, considering it's like in the town centre, like in the shopping mall.
Yeah.
It was quite expensive.
Yeah.
But for a buffet, it was just normal.
I guess.
Yeah. Like, see if you go to like Escape, what's it called now? Into?
Oh, Into Braehead.
Soar.
Yeah.
Their World Buffet is much, much better.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a similar price or cheaper.
I think it's about the same.
About a tenner, yeah.
On the weekend though, if you think we went on a Sunday. So.
Yeah, Sunday's like the most expensive day. Apparently.
Yeah. So, I mean, if we were going to rate it plectrums, I'd give it a 2.
I'd say 2.5, yeah.
I wouldn't go as far as 2.5. It's not in the middle there.
Like if I was at the town centre,
yeah,
shopping, and someone said, do you want to go to World Buffet for lunch? But yeah, okay. Since we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we can't agree where to go, or
yeah,
I'm in the mood for some pizza or some rice, or
yeah, but I don't think we're ever going to do what we did, which was go out specifically to go there.
Yeah, that's not my goal, is to meet someone there. And
I think the good thing is as well, or the best thing that we found out about it, is that it does like takeaway boxes.
Yeah, it's like a $5.
Where you can like just pay a $5, get a box, go and raid the buffet and leave. Like, so I feel like some of my days off after the cinema, I might be go and pay for $5 for a buffet box and bring that home.
Considering we just talked about Summer World for 10 minutes, I feel a bit of a hypocrite.
Do you want to be shifting weights to shift weights?
And then we went to see Jumanji.
Yeah, the next level. And I'm going to ask you, what did you think?
Not as good as the first one.
Okay.
It's overall great movie. Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But it's a bit too actiony for me. Like, I feel like I know it is an action comedy, but it was just like more drama, more action, and there's too many characters. Like,
Yeah, we said that when we were talking about it, didn't we? That we felt like they sort of piled it with characters, and I don't know, like
they didn't need that. The 4 characters were strong enough
for people, so we're not going to throw in any spoilers, just because like it's one of those films that people aren't going to rush out to see straight away, but might see while they're passing or something, or we'll go to cinema. Oh, we'll watch Jumanji because it's there.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do any spoilers.
And it was really funny. I mean, you'll definitely enjoy it. You won't come out like demanding your money back or anything. It's just, it wasn't as good as the first one.
Had good comic value, kept me laughing, kept me entertained. Didn't blow my mind. Didn't do anything that I didn't expect. Didn't have any massively poignant moments or anything.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a relatively solid film.
Yeah.
I think these days Dwayne Johnson doesn't do bad films.
No.
It's always of a level.
Yeah, and without spoiling it too much, this probably is a spoiler, actually.
If it's really bad, I'll cut it.
Okay, but he played a different character, or a different character.
People can see that in the trailer.
Okay.
So that's in the trailer, where you see that it's the 2 old men.
Right, okay. I didn't see the trailer.
Go into The Rock's avatar and Kevin Hart's avatar.
Yeah.
If anybody's seen the trailer for the film, they'll know it's the older men that go in there, so that's okay.
Okay.
That's not a spoiler.
I feel that he didn't play that character as well, or that character wasn't as good as the other character.
Yeah, it didn't feel very genuine, did it?
No. And then when they were in the first movie, they didn't take on the accents and the voices of the previous characters. Like they just picked up their mannerisms and their awkwardness and
apart
stuff.
From maybe Jack Black a little bit.
Yeah, he picked up on like the way she spoke and stuff.
Yeah, his voice softened and
was more feminine.
Become effeminate, yeah. So,
but the way they were like, he was like spoke with a husky voice and stuff, just because the old man spoke with a husky voice. I was like, why are you talking like that? Like you didn't talk like that in the last one.
Yeah.
So that just annoyed me a bit. The other character is so stupid.
Yeah. There's one character that's ridiculous. Like, it happened, and I think pretty much everybody in the cinema kind of looked at each other and went, eh?
Yeah.
That felt unnecessary.
And then it just made every scene after that awkward and, like, difficult. I feel like it wasn't worth the comedy value.
I don't think it affected me that much, but I do get what you mean. There was like
slowed it down.
A weird moment there, that seems unnecessary. You didn't really need to do that. But then I guess at the end, it kind of led into so if you think about but still, there was a lot of different ways to end that.
Yeah.
So it didn't really need to be what it was, but yeah. So one of the characters we felt was a bit stupid.
Yeah.
There was no need.
So that was our weekend.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and rate that. So, Carol, on a plectrum scale,
I mean,
how are we feeling?
It was good, but I'm not in a rush to see it again.
Okay.
3.5.
That's pretty good considering.
Mhm.
Because you thought it was good, but not in a rush to go and see it.
3.5.
3.5. Yeah, I'd agree with you. I'd probably go exactly the same, actually. 3.5, as in, kept me entertained. Didn't do massive amounts for me cinematically, but was a nice watch.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I did laugh. Some of it was stupid.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah. So that's our really in-depth and really insightful Jumanji review.
Without spoilers.
Without any spoilers.
So anything to add to your week, John? Because I just kind of spoke up my week and a wee bit of your week.
I did my Secret Santa.
Oh yeah.
For Christmas this week.
It's hard because we've been doing Vlogmas, so I know I'm repeating myself. But then I'm not sure if I've said certain things or not.
But some people might watch the vlog, not listen to the podcast, or vice versa.
Definitely, yeah. That's why I told the story about my nephews again, because it's so magical. Everyone has to hear it.
Yeah, you've been telling everybody constantly. I've heard that story about 10 times.
Because it's magical.
I know, but I'm just really jealous that I wasn't there.
Baby.
Yeah. So yeah, I did my Secret Santa. Smashed it.
Yeah, you did do really well.
I didn't literally smash it because there was glasses in there, so... Didn't smash it, but no, it was really good. So I did like an adult's version of a selection box. So it had some booze and some glasses in there and some ice ball molds. Yeah. So yeah, did that. That was good. Got some of my favourite Christmas chocolates for mine.
Yay!
Which was amazing. So that was really nice, and we had a little special Christmas lunch at work today.
Was it as special as my Secret Santa night?
No, you actually had a full night for your Secret Santa, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Which is pretty cool, actually, I think.
Yeah.
So, Carol, I'm going to ask you, what's on your plate?
Well, this week I've had 2 plates.
2 whole plates of food this week.
2 plates.
That's good. Treating yourself.
Every day I've been having the Diet Coke chicken and the cheeseburger pasta.
Yeah.
Which I showed on the vlog.
Yeah.
And then when that ran out, my goal was to make baked risotto, which we're talking about in SlimWorld.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any risotto rice, which I thought I did have. It was paella rice. So I don't really know the difference between paella rice and risotto rice.
Risotto's like thicker and soaks up a lot more moisture.
Right. Okay. So I followed the recipe as if it was risotto rice, but it was paella rice. And it said bake for 20 minutes. So I took it after 20 minutes, gave it a stir. Nothing had happened.
No, paella rice has got a bit more of a husk. It's harder to break.
So I put it back in for another 20 minutes and took it out, and still not much had happened. And then John texted me, weather was horrendous, can you come pick me up? I was like, yeah, sure. So I switched the oven off, but just left it in there because I thought I'm not leaving it in with the oven on because I don't know how long it's going to be, you never know what's going to happen, etc.
And it was probably pretty good because didn't you end up getting stuck in traffic trying to get through to me?
No, I came straight through to you and I was sat outside for 20 minutes waiting on you because you got stuck on a call.
Oh, that's right. That was my fault. Sorry. My bad. Totally my fault.
So John got stuck on a call and I ended up sitting
How dare I be good at my job and care about my customers at the end of my shift?
Yeah, it's just pretty rude.
What an awful person.
Yeah. So I came back and it was fine.
Yay.
It was nice risotto paella.
Risotto paella.
Rice. Stodge.
Yeah. It was a rice bake.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was. It is. I had it tonight.
Yeah, did you? Is that for dinner?
I did. That's what I had for my dinner this evening.
And then I made tuna pasta bake.
Yep.
So I wanted to be a bit adventurous this time. I'm sick of the SlimWorld recipes. So I made regular tuna pasta bake, but replaced the cream cheese with quark.
Yeah.
And a bit of mozzarella cheese.
Right.
And it tasted nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. The only thing that I would say, just for my personal palate, was that I needed a bit of salt.
Yeah, I did put some salt in it and some garlic salt in it, but I think because obviously I was replacing cheese with quark, it reduced a lot.
So neutral as well.
Yeah. So I mean, it needs work, but I'm just sick of the SlimWorld recipes.
No, but I mean, it was great. Like, consistency was good. Like, the actual bake was really, really nice. Yeah. Just, I added a bit of salt, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been on my plate this week. And tonight,
and my plate.
Tonight I've been making, we've got a taster night on Thursday at SlimWorld because it's the party. And I'm making my square sausages, which are 1 sin or part of your healthy extra, depending how you do it. But 1 sin a sausage, which is banging for a square sausage because normally they're like 5 sins. I mean, obviously they don't taste as good as real square sausages, but all the ingredients are the exact same, except it's wholemeal bread instead of white bread. And the meat you use, they recommend you use a fattier meat, whereas I use 5%.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's less fatty, less greasy.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's what you want. But for a SlimWorld version, I think it's pretty good.
So, have you made any extra?
I don't know yet. I've just made the loaf. I've not chopped them up yet.
Right.
After the podcast, I'll chop them up and I'll let you know if there's any extra.
Cool. I haven't done any cooking recently. I've been really bad.
Yep.
It's because you keep making things. So on my day off, I'm like, well, we've got loads of food.
Yeah.
So, like, on a Wednesday, Thursday, where I'd normally
cook
or bake or do something.
The freezer's full, John.
There's no room to store anything. So I'm like, well, there's no point cooking anything then, is there?
Nope.
So I've done no cooking for probably about a good 2-3 weeks now. I haven't done anything. I don't think I've been in the kitchen longer than to make a sandwich
Or to reheat the food I made.
Or to throw something that's in a Tupperware in a microwave.
And our microwave blew up.
Yeah, well, it didn't blow up. It didn't explode, but it blew the fuse.
The fuse went.
And, like, knocked out the fuses in the flat as well. So that was fun. And then it did it again as well, because we were like, oh, well, I think we forgot about it and then did it again. And then it blew the fuse again. So.
And then we bought fuses and couldn't find them. Yeah. So I put the fuse from something else in, but it was the wrong size, so it blew again.
As well, yeah. So we've had to replace fuses all over the place.
But yeah, it's working now.
We're good now. We're good. Yeah. But it was a disaster for a couple of days at least.
Because I've got to get a pan out to reheat this. What?
Oh, such a nightmare. Yeah, you were like, I want soup. How do I make it warm now? And I was like, well, you have to put it in a pan.
I've not got time for that.
I don't want to put it in a pan. Brilliant.
I like to reheat it in the Tupperware and then eat it from the Tupperware.
Like, yeah, that way there's no dishes.
Whereas now I had to get the pan out, get a wooden spoon out and a plate out, and then my soup spoon. Whereas before I just have Tupperware, spoon.
What's the plate for?
I meant a bowl.
Right. Okay.
No, I eat my soups from plates.
Plates?
Yes.
Just a tiny little...
They're just so
thin
thick.
layer of soup. A tower of soup. So yeah, Carol, that's been... what's on your plate?
Sure was.
Yep. And moving swiftly on this week. So for our entertainment bug this week, John's Late Night Watch has been a programme which I've been probably a little bit late to the game with, because I think most people who were going to watch it would have watched it a few months ago, but I watched Woo Assassins.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I heard of that one, apart from you talking about it, obviously.
So it's a Netflix series. It's about like the Chinese legend of the Wu warriors, and the Wu assassin is the one who has to stop the Wu warriors, and the Wu warriors are like elemental warriors. And it was very interesting. It was a good premise, and it was absolutely brilliant. I was really enjoying it. Really well cast. Interesting people in it. And then the last episode was complete dog shite.
Oh.
Like, and I genuinely mean that. The last episode was pants. And the rest of the series was so good. And then it just got to the end and I was like, I'm not really sure if I care about the second season now, if they're going to make one, which they obviously are because they led into it. But I was like, oh, you had such a good series and you just ruined it with a terrible last episode. It's like writers have forgotten how to end things these days. Just everybody has just forgotten how to make good endings. And it was just rubbish. Absolute pants. So that's my entertainment bug, is writers making good seasons. So they're obviously good writers. They're obviously very talented and skilled and honed at their craft, but they just can't end things.
So when you were writing a story of a child and you'd be like, I don't know how to end it. And then they all woke up. It was a dream.
Yeah. This one wasn't quite of that level, but I don't know. It was just a really bad last episode. And it didn't feel very satisfactory from what was a good season. So I'm going to rate it. So I'm going to give it 3 plectrums because it was a great season, but just the ending took away at least 2 plectrums from it. So
at least it could have been 6 out of 5.
Well, I mean, it could have been. I could have rated it 2 out of 5. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, like it was really good. I was really enjoying it. It was that thing of I was looking forward to watching it. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking, oh, I might go to bed early tonight and watch that.
Aww. And then it was ruined.
Caught the last episode and it was absolute pants.
Aww.
Yeah, so that's my bug. Is good series, crap endings. Somebody needs to be a writer who's like just a specialist in ending things. Like, you know,
Come in to finish the job.
Yeah, you get a team of writers and they can write the whole thing, and then you just get one person who's good at writing endings, and he just comes in and writes all the endings, and that's all they do, because most writers these days are shit at endings. Get better. So that's my entertainment bug, is crap endings.
Inspiration corner.
So yeah, I was gonna wait actually to do our inspiration corner, just because you're kind of sitting there doing it as we're talking. You've got your old lady mode on.
I do, because I've got a deadline.
Sofa doing your crochet, yeah.
It's nearly Christmas, John. I've got a deadline.
You most certainly do, yeah.
So a friend had asked me to make a centerpiece, and the last time I'm going to see her before Christmas is tomorrow. So
potentially,
yeah. So I need to get it finished.
Yeah,
because it's nearly tomorrow.
But I mean, it's coming a lot just while we've been sat here, to be honest.
Yeah, but I've got the extra bits. So this is the base. So it's a Christmas pudding. So I've nearly made the Christmas pudding, but then I've got to make the icing and the cherry and the leaves and then stitch all together. So
that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've already made a mini one.
Yeah. So I should.
Which is for ours.
Yeah.
We did like a test a smaller one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been inspired by, is my friend Vicky, who asked me to make one. So it's been quite fun trying to, because I googled it and I Pinterested it, and there's no centerpiece Christmas pudding crochet pattern.
Didn't you find a pattern, but then it was like insanely expensive?
Yeah, it was like £17 or something.
That's nuts. Just for a pattern, £17 to make something yourself.
And it wasn't as big as this. I probably wouldn't have liked it anyway.
No.
It was like a little cute one.
Right. So you would have had to like double or triple the pattern anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you may as well just do it on your own.
Yeah.
Just make it up as you go along.
Yeah, and then I'll sell the pattern for £1.
That was like the vicious pound. For £1! Nearly broke the microphone with that pea, Carol.
Rah!
So anything else you want to tell us about your pudding?
Pudding! No, I mean, as I'm making it up as I go along, it is taking a lot longer. So I'm a bit nervous about doing the icing because I don't want it to be a proper circle. I want it to be a wavy circle.
I get what you mean, like it's dripping.
Yeah, so I'll need to like just make up a way of doing that.
Mm.
I've got a pattern for a small version, so I'll just kind of adjust it to make it wiggly.
Yeah.
And I've got sparkly wool to do that.
Yeah.
Woo!
Festive.
Yeah, some sparkly white icing, and I've got sparkly red as well for the cherry. But I couldn't find sparkly green.
Okay.
That's sad.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Sure there's sparkly green out there somewhere, but we don't live near that many wool shops.
No. Yeah. We've got one in the East Kilbride Town Centre, which is where I normally go to, and then I'm like, oh, I treat myself. I'm going to drive to somewhere in Timbuktu to buy it, and then they've just got such a bad wool selection. I'm like, oh, I could have got it better in my East Kilbride shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, haberdasheries are out of fashion now, aren't they?
It's a shame, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Soon old ladies like you won't be able to get any wool anywhere.
Well, at work, the woman was like, well, how much do you pay? And I was like, I pay £1.50 for a ball of double knit. And she was like, oh, that's daylight robbery, don't do that. Go to the barras and only £1.
Okay.
Do you have old lady chats at work now?
So we're taking a trip to the barras at some point, are we?
Maybe. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like the balls might be smaller. We'll maybe go and try it.
Might have a better selection of colours for you.
Yeah. A wee jaunt. It's quite hard to find some of the colours. Like some, especially for Christmas, like when I was making you a Rudolph, it was really hard to find that shade of brown. And I'm still not happy with the shade of brown. I've done it darker than what I wanted to.
I like it though.
Yeah, it's perfect.
My little Rudolph sits on my desk.
Rudy doody.
Good old Rudy.
Yeah.
We've got a game of the moment.
Ooh.
This week, John.
Game of the moment.
John has been playing the game of the moment. Yep, I most certainly have. I was a bit naughty this week and bought myself an early Christmas present.
That's rude to buy yourself a Christmas present so close to Christmas.
I know, but I did it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't ask anybody for it.
And maybe no one else thought to buy it for you.
That's it. So I went and bought myself FIFA 20.
Whoop, whoop.
I've been playing FIFA games since I was a child.
Since FIFA 1.
It was never one. If I remember rightly, it was it was years. So you had like FIFA. I think the first. Oh my god. I think the first ever FIFA game that I played was FIFA 90.
Oh, that's the year I was born.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel really old, but yeah. So I've been playing FIFA 20. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Not much development from previous FIFA games, but I feel like they're honing the craft now.
I feel like there's not really much you can develop.
I feel like it's lost a little bit of playability and mobility for anybody who plays FIFA. I feel like it's a little bit slower. Like, it harkens back to Pro Evolution Soccer developer FIFA. So when like the developers switched over and FIFA got like loads better than Pro Evo playability wise, I feel like it's harked back a little bit. So the players are a little bit slow and it's a little bit chunky. Feels a little bit awkward. But apart from that, it's pretty good. It's not bad. I'm still getting used to it. I got a bit frustrated because I'm stuck between two difficulty levels. Because you go in on a lower level just because it's a new game. And that was way, way too easy. So then I tried to move up to the level that I was on the previous game. And it was way, 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 way too hard. And there was no middle ground there. And I was like, annoying. Oh, that seems a bit silly. So I was either stonking teams like 4-5-0 or getting stonked like 4-5-0. And there was no in between. I was like, well, I just want it to be competitive. I want to have a sense of accomplishment if I win, not just, oh yeah, I won.
Of course I won, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, that wasn't particularly hard. So, because that's not fun.
No.
And I don't particularly enjoy like online gaming FIFA because there's just too many dicks on the internet. Too many people who just run down the corner and do the same thing every time and just ruin the game for everybody. So yeah, that was the game of the moment, and it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm gonna play it a lot because it's FIFA.
You gonna shout at it a lot?
I play FIFA a lot. It's a way of getting my aggression out. I swear at it, call the players a bunch of useless turds and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's great. It's great. It's a good way of getting frustration out and upsetting Carol.
Yeah, I always think that he's shouting at me.
Yeah, I know. Even though we're not in the same room and, yeah, we've had a really lovely day or something, I'll go play FIFA and shout at it and you get upset.
I just don't like to hear you angry.
But sometimes you need to get the anger out.
Yeah, I know.
And that's one of my ways of venting.
Oh, I got my anger out this week, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah, we had a bit of a blowout.
Oh, we're going to talk about that, are we?
I don't know. I shouted at you a lot for no reason.
Oh, okay. So you agree it's for no reason?
Well, I had a reason, but I shouldn't have reacted like that because you do it all the time and I don't react like that. I was just having a day.
Yeah, okay. And then you left. And left me in the flat.
Because
we were supposed to go out shopping. And Carol went out shopping on her own and just left me in the flat.
Because you annoyed me. I didn't want you coming in my car with me. But what did I do when I got to the shops?
You still bought me the things that I wanted anyway.
Yeah, and I was psychic. I got exactly what you wanted.
It's kind of crazy how, I was like, oh,
how predictable you are, John.
I quite fancy this and one of those. And do you know what? I haven't had one of these in a while. It'd be really, really nice. And Carol came back with exactly what I was thinking that I wanted. Even though, and you're saying I'm predictable, I haven't had tiramisu for ages.
Yeah, well, I guess I just seen it and I was like, John likes that. I'll buy that.
And I haven't had a cheese roll for about 6 months.
But I was at Lidl and they do nice cheese rolls.
Yeah, so that was it. Like, somehow you just telepathically knew. I feel like I'm sending telepathic messages to people. Because in my Secret Santa, I got a big box of Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah.
Now,
and no one knows your Ferrero Rocher story.
Yeah, not that many people know. Like, only really my family and my wife and my close friends know that Ferrero Rocher's like a Christmas thing that I used to have with me and my mum. Of like, we'd buy each other a box of Ferrero Rocher for Christmas. And it makes me feel Christmassy because it's like my favourite Christmas chocolate because it has sentimental value as well.
Yeah.
But
Ferrero Rocher is like a Christmassy thing for a lot of people. Like,
I guess so.
I know that, not to take away like from the specialness.
No, I guess so. I just thought it was really strange that they chose Ferrero Rocher rather than like
Lin or
a selection box or something. They were like, oh, I'll buy him that big multi-pack thing of Ferrero Rocher. I was like, banging.
Yeah.
That's great. So that was lovely. So I feel like I'm starting to develop telepathic powers, possibly.
And I was so tempted not to buy anything, though. I was like, I'm so mad at his stupid face. I'm not buying him anything. And John texts me.
Yeah, I texted you because I was like, well,
am I having dinner myself, or are you buying me something?
Yeah, because I was pissed off.
Oh, I was pissed off. I got
shouted at for not doing that much.
I can't remember why we're arguing.
Right, it's because you moved my stuff.
Oh,
and then I couldn't find my stuff.
So yeah, effing and slamming things about and pissing.
But that's the thing. I wasn't.
You were.
I was not. I so wasn't though.
I could hear you muttering under your breath.
I was muttering like,
bitch moving her stuff now.
I didn't even mention you. It didn't even occur to me. It didn't even occur to me at the time that you might have moved it. So at no point was like, stupid bitch, move my stuff. I was literally like, where the fuck have I put them? I had them like an hour ago. How the hell can I lose things when I had them an hour ago?
Well, I was filming the vlog and the surface had to be tidy. So
yeah, but you could have put them somewhere in sight.
No, I put them in a drawer.
You put them in a drawer where I'm not going to find them unless I have to ask you. And even when you told me where they were, I didn't even like shout or anything. I literally went... and rolled my eyes, and you went off.
Because you rolled your eyes at me.
Because it's annoying. And then you went off your nut.
I was tired.
You went mental.
I'd been up for like a week straight.
And then left me.
I was just... Do you know what? Do you know what it is? Because one time, years ago, when we were living with my parents, we had an argument and you stormed out. And you went to the cinema for like 3 hours and switched your phone off.
I'm never going to live that down.
And I will never forgive you.
It's so funny. I disappeared for like 4 hours.
Yeah, do you know, see, because of that, like, see, sometimes we argue, I'm tempted to book a hotel and switch my phone off, like...
Just to outdo me.
Yeah.
Outdo me. Next
leave
time
a wee note, like, guess where I am.
Next time we have an argument, I'm going on a week's holiday. I'll take a picture in Tenerife or something.
Oh, so annoying.
Oh dear. Do you know what? We will probably come back to our What's Amusing, I think, next week.
Yeah, because we've rambled on a lot.
We've just chatted shit. And do you know what? Sometimes I feel like the podcast can be that.
Yeah.
Have we got anything else that we need to cover, my love?
No, that's everything on the list.
That's everything we've talked about. Right, okay.
Go watch our vlog. John is so rude in it.
Why am I rude in it?
Your clues are rude.
You've got a smutty mind. I meant that perfectly, purely, innocently and sweetly, like the beautiful human that I am.
Here's some cream so you can stroke my head.
My head? You stroke my head when we're going to sleep?
John, people don't need to know about this.
I'm not talking about my penis, because then I'm not going to sleep.
So rude.
You're rude. At no point did I mention my penis.
You said stroke and head.
But you stroke my head.
Baby, stop saying that.
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
Fondle my cranium.
Yes, if you want some Rudy Doody action, come watch our vlog.
You get tactile with my dome. Now that sounds dirty.
That does sound dirty.
But yeah, so we will be back for our official
Christmas
episode. And what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to start a few social media polls.
Ooh.
Ready for Christmas?
Christmas.
We'll have a big old fat discussion of those on the next podcast.
Yeah, Christmas song, Christmas film.
Yeah, that's it. Favourite Christmas cracker joke.
Christmas Eve activity.
What's your Christmas booze?
Oh, yeah.
All that sort of stuff. All that kind of malarkey. All that festive wonderfulness.
Yeah.
So we'll be coming with that next week. So as I said, we'll do some polls. We'll talk about those
throughout the week.
We'll talk about like people having to work at Christmas, i.e. me, and Carol, and probably a lot of us actually, to be fair.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we'll be back with lots more Christmas-iness next week, and then yeah, we're going to pick up in the new year with our interviews. And I've got a bit of a New Year's treat for everybody coming up as well.
Very exciting.
Yeah, I haven't even told Carol about this.
No,
this is news. Absolute news. But yeah, so we'll talk to you all lots more for our festive week, which is next week. But till then, we'll see you soon.
Chat to you next week.
Bye!